Some of my worst memories are of the days I spent kneeling at your bedside praying you would get better. Fourth semester. It is the direct link in my brain leading to my soul and the missing pieces you stole from me. 15 weeks holding your hand and defending your honor against every bad word, every jealous tongue, every hurtful situation that someone else decided to put your name in. I became so blinded by your tears and the way your body shook because of the tremors that I didn't see what I was sacrificing, didn't see what I was giving up, and now when someone asked me what my best memory from college is, I answered back, the day I finally realized the truth. May 28th, 2010. In my parents' Chevy pickup, the truck bed stuffed with our lives, as we left the city, you turned your head to face me, and with a mile-wide smile that held no remorse or regret, you said, the tumor's gone now. How could it be possible? Like some holy act of God, in one short 3-day break from you, somehow, miraculously, your illness had been cured with no traces of the thing that you and I were scared would end your days sooner than expected. The gripped fist I held could not come close to explaining the rage that was then pumping through my body, and it took everything in me to not stop the car and leave you stranded. 15 weeks of torture. 15 weeks of your sudden illness, your fainting spells, all the puking and the crying, the roller coaster of you getting better, then getting worse, then getting better again, and never knowing what tomorrow would bring. 15 weeks of long days, late nights spent at your bedside, holding your hand and letting you grip as tight as you needed to so that you could share your pain with me. Your doctor visits, the chemo, with no signs of radiation exposure as I was expecting and had seen on my best friend's sister just before high school. The only difference between the two of you was that her cancer was real, her pain real. Your pain was a naive girl's addiction to the taste of a lost boy's lips and the desire to keep them all to yourself. Me. 15 weeks stolen just because you wanted to live a lie and you made me believe it. Like a marionette, you pulled my strings and made me dance your dance where I often stumbled over my own 2 feet, broken-hearted and confused, fighting with logic and empathy, telling myself she needs me. I'm all she's got. And when the lies couldn't hold me any longer, I bit my tongue and swallowed my words because something in me was stuck at your beck and call. Mad dashes from 45th Street rooftops through the empty streets of Manhattan to our 70th Street home where I found no sign of you broken, no welt from the radiator you swore you fell into head first. And as I forced myself to sober up so I could be your guardian angel, you trapped me again in your puppet show with your quick satisfaction of knowing that I would always come running. And now I wish I could take it all back. Wish I could erase the time spent with you, rewind my life's clock and start over from the beginning on that day where I met you for the first time in the studio where I laid my head. Take back the mistake of ever extending my hand to shake yours like a gesture of peace, to show you that I held no weapons, when in fact you were the one, hiding knives in your lips so that every smile became a piercing dagger, and every kiss became a deep addiction, one of lust that you continue to fill me with, so that when I came home, yearning for someone to fill the voids in my soul, you would always be an option. And like a fool, I would continually dress myself, put on my shoes, and shuffle down the hallway quietly so I could knock on your door and sneak into your bed when no one would see me. It became a daily regret that I was never man enough to admit to, and so I kept the routine going until it spun into a vicious cycle of loneliness, where I knew if I let go of you, I would quickly lose all the ones I held dear due to the lies you would spin, a black widow's web of demise, and I was the one to blame for getting tangled up in it. You are a demon I battle with, spending days thinking back on how things would have been different if I had never shaken your hand, if I had never smiled at you and given you a chance, if I had never made the effort to have you as a friend, just a friend, one that would rapidly speak gossip in my ear like a temptress and plant your seeds of hate and doubt to the ones who truly stood beside me. And I regret you every day. Some of my worst memories are of the days I spent kneeling at your bedside praying you would get better. For 15 weeks, I thought my prayers were never heard. Truth is, there was really nothing for you to get better of.